Hi guys, this is Joyita Moitri, and by the time you're watching this, it's already 18th April. So, on 18th April 2020, which is basically exactly 1 year ago, the first video from my YouTube channel was uploaded, which is basically the digestive system. And today is basically my first anniversary with YouTube. I have completed 1 year with YouTube, and this is just so exciting for me. I'm just trying not to act very weird. Alright, so today I'll basically talk randomly about my channel and how basically the journey was amazing because I'm always laughing. But I'll just tell and share some behind the story of all the videos, if that makes sense. Alright. So the very first video, which was basically the digestive system, it was an academic video, and interesting thing is it was not intended for being a YouTube content. It was made basically as a school presentation, and basically I couldn't upload that video file on our school website because it was too big, so I had to upload it on YouTube and then submit the link to our teachers, and that was basically marked. So yeah, that's how YouTube started without the intention of actual YouTube content. Yeah. And after digestive system, I think I got so much response for that one presentation of digestive system. So then I felt that okay, maybe I can try making some more academic content, since digestive system was an academic content. And after that I started with physics, thermal physics, and all of you know, back-to-back 10 videos of thermal physics with a series called Fun to Explore. And honestly speaking, till now, whatever academic videos I have made, thermal physics, especially Fun to Explore, is my most favorite content among academic videos. The reason is because I think thermal physics is complete. It has everything. It has exploring, it has knowledge, it has good background, good decoration, it has a lot of effort, it has a very good content, and it has a story also. Thermal physics itself is depicted like a story. So I think thermal physics is my most favorite content, but it's just a little weird to tell that, oh yeah, my content is my favorite. And I am usually not the type of person to tell that, hey, please go and watch my video, hey, this video is so good, watch it. I'm not that type of a person, but the only thing that I want to say is the main reason to create thermal physics, that I decided that okay, I will choose thermal physics and present it, is because I think if I consider anyone as my physics teacher, it's my dad. Definitely he's not my school teacher. My school teachers are different, but I think my dad is the one whom I look up to for physics. And I think it's not just because I am his daughter I'm saying this. Any student around the world who is humble and grateful will definitely agree with me that he is one of the bestest physics teacher, okay? So, and I think his contents are very different, and this type of contents deserves to reach to a lot of people. So thermal physics was actually a tribute to a physics teacher, basically, yeah, to his teaching. And I really wanted that if through me I can spread his contents to a greater extent, that is something by which I'm giving a tribute to his teaching career and his teaching life. I don't know how much I could do it, but I really tried my best. And honestly, I mean, look, I'm saying this not just because he's my dad or anything, but I think his contents are not on the books, in the books, usually what I see, especially Fun to Explore. If any one of you are watching Fun to Explore and you are an O-level or A-level student, you can understand that these are not the contents we study. We study thermal physics in books, but we don't really study the contents of Fun to Explore. Any student will say that. So I think those contents are very different, and they let us, you know, explore physics in a lot depthful way. So yeah, that's why just in this way I'm saying you, if you want, you can check out thermal physics still now, right? Okay, so after thermal physics is unlocking the silence. So unlocking the silence was basically an online magazine that I organized. And I think Unlocking the Silence is one of my very big project work because it involves so many people. And I think Unlocking the Silence is a type of work that I really have to express my gratefulness to people, because the audience submitted their work, because a lot of participants participated. That's why I could show my editing skill, designing skill, whatever skills I have. If they didn't submit, I couldn't have shown it. So that's why I'm very grateful to all the people who have participated in Unlocking the Silence and helped it reach so big, more than my expectation actually. And after Unlocking the Silence was basically underrated heartache. I think Unlocking the Silence was a basement for underrated heartache, because through Unlocking the Silence I connected so many audience, and that's how it helped me to gain more and more audience for underrated heartache. So yes, underrated now, right now we are having underrated heartache going on, and along with that we have another series going on, that is Monologues of Life. And also thank you so much for giving so much love to Monologues of Life as well. Monologues of Life, I think for that I have some ideas, because of which I started Monologues of Life. So I think, at least as much as I've seen around me in my circle is very small, but among this small, very few people, what I have observed is there are very few people. In fact, I haven't seen more than one or two people, honestly, who really lives in literature. Okay, maybe a lot of people are studying literature as a part of their school text, but simply reading a book for your school, or simply just writing down some question, analyzing a text as a school, I think, at least to me, it does not ensure that you are living in literature. I can say this because I study literature. Right now I'm studying literature for O levels, and I understand that if I have 3 classes a week in my school, and not that in all those 3 days I am actually living in literature. Maybe I'm studying something, I'm analyzing something, but not that I'm living in literature. So Monologues of Life began with this idea that I will try to make my audience live in literature, maybe for 1 or 2 minutes every week, or 3 minutes, whatever the duration of the video is. And this is something honestly I do every week, or I do not really calculate that every week I'm doing this, but I try to live in literature. I try to read something, be it anything, a book, a small writing, a small poetry, a small piece of quote, whatever it is. I love to read. Whatever I get near me, I just read on the internet, in the books, anything. So Monologues of Life began with the idea that whatever I am reading, genuinely on my own, I will share it with the audience. And recently my mom was saying me that maybe you can upload Monologues of Life like once a month, because every week sometimes it gets a little stressful for me. So rather than every week, every month. But this is something I personally did not agree, and I explained her that Monologues of Life is basically living in literature, and I am actually sad that I'm making it only once a week, because I think you should live with literature more than one day in a week. So I'm just trying my best to, as much as possible, to involve all of you with literature. So yeah, that is the content that is going on. I am sorry that academic videos are very less recently. I'm not making any academic video, and it's not that I am very busy and that I cannot make any academic video. It's true that I'm busy, but maybe I can make academic video. I can manage some time to make academic videos for a while, but right now I'm not choosing to make academic videos, because academic video require a lot of effort and it is very time consuming, and I have time, but right now I'm not choosing to give my time to academic video. I'm just choosing to give my time into the other things that I'm doing right now. So that is basically the main reason I'm not making academic videos. But hey, it's okay. You don't have to study all the time. We are living with literature. We are exploring emotions through the underrated heartache, and that is a very good thing. It's not good to study. Yes. Right, and this video is basically like a big fat thank you hug to all of my audiences, and not just my audience, I repeat, not just my audience, because I think in the last 1 year of whatever I have experienced with YouTube, I realized YouTube is not everything about life. and nor do I want YouTube to be everything of my life, because I think that will be very toxic when YouTube starts being everything of life. Because not always the views, not always the likes, not always the subscribers, not always the comments are the same as our expectation, whatever the number of them is. So I don't want YouTube to be everything of my life, and especially for me, I'm not doing YouTube professionally. It's like an extracurricular activity, and I have a separate academic life. And right now I'm at the peak of my academic life. I'm at the end of grade 9. I'm about to start grade 10, and next year is my O-levels, and I am right now dying in the ocean of stress of academics and everything. So this is something that is, I want to say, this video is a shout out to all the people who are not just my audience, but who were with me, who are still with me in this journey, starting from my parents, my mom especially, because since I get to spend more time with my mom, she is the one who faces my all tantrums, whenever I'm pissed off, I just vent it on her, and I'm pissed off for no reason. So I am just genuinely pissed off and I express it on her, and I won't say thank you to her because she also gets pissed off and she also shows it to me, and I tolerate that as well. So like, I show it to her and she tolerates it, and she shows it to me and I tolerate it. So it's cancelled out, right? But still, let's say thank you, Ma, for being always there for me and for supporting me. And as I said, I'm in a very crucial time of my life right now, and in this position, if anyone comes up and says, hey, maybe if you stop doing YouTube, then your studies might do good, I can actually be influenced by it, honestly speaking. If a teacher comes up and say that, Joita, because you're doing YouTube, your studies are getting affected, or someone comes up and say, there is a high chance I will be affected by it, because I am very serious about my academic life, about my academic results. So thank you so much to my parents that whenever I faced ups and downs related to anything, they never really forced me, or they never really even gave me any hint that, hey, stop YouTube or stop what you're wanting to do. And thanks a lot to them for respecting what I want to do, for allowing me to what I really want to do, and genuinely just supporting me when I'm just having a very stressful time. And I'm still going through a stressful time, but I think life is all about taking stress and coping with it, I guess. And not just my parents, because if my friends listen to this, they'll be like, Joita, do we not tolerate your tantrums? You just showed that to us as well. So yes, a huge shout out to all my friends. I want to name them because they will be like, you didn't name us and stuff, but I won't tell their real names, because I'm not advertising anyone, this person, that person. I just want them to feel special, and I'll call them by the names that I call them. So the friends who have helped me is Boss, Mochika, Lamu, Hia, Shiana Shabapu, all these people. I know the last two names are normal because those two people still didn't get expressed to my weirdness, but the first three people, Boss, Mochika and Lamu, they basically got expressed to my weirdness, and then I always call them by this name. I never call them by their real names. So I'm sure when they will be seeing this video, they will feel very special, and if they don't feel special, then I'll kill them. So yeah, thank you all of you. I know this video is a little big and it might be a little boring as well, but I just wanted to express thankfulness and gratefulness to all of you from the bottom of my heart. Thanks to my audience, my volunteer Nahian Zamanzara, my mom, my dad, my friends, my best friends, and also myself, because if I wasn't there, then the contents wouldn't be there. So thanks to myself as well. And I love you all, and a big fat thank you hug to all of you. Bye!